All of you, please pay attention. So you have a session tomorrow, so will you have questions, right? So I will be focusing more on quadratic today, and maybe you can ask your sir tomorrow for some higher degree questions, right? So we don't overlap. You understand? Correct? We good for both of you. So इसमें what is the formula? Tell me.
X is equal to minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac.
X is equal to now boys, b square minus 4ac important.
Discriminant.
B greater than 0, real,
And
unequal. D equal to 0, real, equal, right? D negative, imaginary. This is known to all of you? No?
Yes.
How many don't know this? तो तुम लोग quadratic नहीं हुआ है क्या? कितने लोग quadratic नहीं हुआ है? Just raise your hands, don't worry, just raise your hands. Quadratic solve नहीं हुआ है, अच्छा. ठीक है, you write this formula, most of you know. So I'm just recapping, that's some recapping, okay? Note that A is non-zero. अगर A zero होगा तो linear हो जाएगा equation, right? If A becomes zero, the equation becomes linear, correct?
Yes.
Now tell me, if ABC are real, what is the condition for ABC are rational? Suppose rational. If ABC are rational, what is the condition for rational roots?
D is a perfect square.
So for rational roots, we need to a perfect square. Why? अगर D perfect square नहीं होगा, this will be a third. No. For example, suppose inside your number 13, root 13 cannot be rational, right? However, if you have root 25, root 16, root 49, even root 49 by 4, you will get a rational number, right? And you will get rational roots. So for rational roots, given that ABC, the coefficient of the rational, we need it to be a perfect square, correct? Okay. Now what is sum of roots?
minus b upon
If you add the roots, ये वाला कट जाएगा ना टर्म प्लस माइनस है तो you'll get minus b by a. प्रोडक्ट क्या होता है? c by a. You can derive, no, this is not to derive. Multiply both of them, you will derive, right? Easy, correct? Is this clear? All this, can I erase all this? The wait. Clear? Okay? Try solving this. Try solving this. It's a simple problem just starting off. Just think how you will solve this. आंसर ये है आंसर आ गया तुम लोगों को क्या आया 5/4 all of you got 5/4 how many got 5/4 others should I wait ठीक है think what else got it how many got 5/4 others see here you have to square right square करना पड़ेगा क्या मिलेगा ऐसा होगा a square b square minus 2ab is equal to this correct right Yes, you understand? मैंने स्क्वायर किया, टर्म्स को रीअरेंज किया, सर्ट्स को रिमूव किया, and I got x equal to 5 by 4. Yes? The answer is x equal to 5 by 4, correct?
Yes, sir.
No, it is not.
Extraneous right?
This answer is wrong. It's a false root. It's an extraneous root. You put C. Put x equal to 5 by 4 in the original equation.
That's not.
इस केस में LHS क्या है? LHS क्या होगा बोलो? 5 by 4 plus 1 9 by 4 का root 3 by 2. 1 by 4 का root half. So this equation has no real roots. This equation has no real roots. Okay, you squared, you got an answer, but that is incorrect. Now my question is, why am I getting a wrong root? Because whenever we square an equation, we can get false roots. Whenever we square an equation, we can get false roots. I'll show you how. You can write whatever you want to write and just wait. Basically, when solving, we squared 2 times by isolating the surd, and we got a linear equation. We got the value of x as 5 by 4. But that value of x does not satisfy the original equation. So basically, you have no real roots here. देखो, क्लियर है? Clear? Can I clear this? Yeah. See now, x equals 5 by 4 extraneous root. What are extraneous roots? Extraneous roots क्या होता है? They are false roots. False roots which keep into an equation mostly by squaring it, right? Okay. For example, बहुत simple example दे रहा हूँ. बहुत ही basic example. Suppose मेरा equation x equal to 2 है. It's a trivial equation, right? X equal to 2 equation initial square करके क्या मिलेगा मुझे? यहाँ से x की वैल्यू क्या आ रही है? प्लस माइनस ना? Original में only x equal to 2 was there. Squaring से we are getting 2 roots, right? Here x equals minus 2 is an extraneous root. ठीक है? Can write it down. कोई आंसर नहीं हो, no solution. The question which I just gave to you has no real solution, right? Because we got x equal to 5 by 4, it is not satisfying. So the answer to that question is no real root.
So is there complex root for that?
कॉम्प्लेक्स रूट तो तुमको पता नहीं है क्या होता है, छोड़ो भी, ठीक है ना? No really. Is this clear to all of you? Can I go further? बोलो. Yes. मॉड में करना जाएगा ना मॉड खोलोगे तो x इक्वल टू मॉड y खोलोगे तो ये सेकंड करना जाएगा. ठीक है. समझे ना. Can I erase all this? So you have to be careful. Whenever you square an equation, you have to check back the solution, right? Because you can generate false roots. You understand? Okay. Guess what किया तुमने? कैसा नहीं करना है? मैं कर से तो उसके बाकी कुछ नहीं निकाल पाओगे. मुझे try to solve this question properly, methodically. You can obviously guess the root, but that will not give you all solutions. Okay? Is there a way to solve it using quadratic? Think? Should I write to you? See, certain questions have to be converted to a quadratic. This is not exactly a quadratic, right? You have to convert it to a quadratic. Okay? How do you do that? So क्या होगा? हो जाएगा. Correct. See, क्या होगा? You can write this right. इससे क्या होगा? This becomes a perfect square. ऐसा होगा? Correct? Let so you basically have two equations in quadratic which you can solve, right? So you will get all four roots. Some roots may be complex, I have to see, but you basically got two quadratic equations now. Once you find out the values of y, we are essentially getting two quadratic equations. Solving them will give you all four roots, right? Is this clear to you? This is an example of converting an equation into quadratic. Follow. I am adding x square, subtracting x square. I am adding and subtracting x square to make it a perfect square. Okay? Correct? देखो. Written? Do you understand the logic behind what we are doing? We are trying to make it a quadratic by change of variable, right? क्लियर है? इरेज कर दें. आपने मिडल टर्म स्प्लिटिंग किससे किया? यहाँ ऑलरेडी कर लिया. क्या करना है? 20 19 लिखो ना. माइनस 20y plus 19y लिखो. Can I clear this? See, you can do the same factorization using a slightly different way also. You see x common है यहाँ. X common है, right? Correct?
Yes, sir.
बोलो. कुछ बोल रहा था someone was saying something. मैं कर रहा हूँ उसको लेते ना शायद तुमने वही किया हो यहाँ देखो you take x square common यहाँ you take -1 common क्या मिलेगा x square -1 राइट अब क्या करो x -1 कॉमन है दोनों जगह is x -1 common yes or no take it common x square minus यहाँ क्या मिलेगा x1 ना correct yes so now y into y minus 1 is 3 you get the same equation in a different way so there can be obviously multiple approaches to solve the question okay we got the same fact in a slightly different way and x common liya whatever term remains you factorize it okay the answer is wrong alright एक और है तो अरे भाई दो भाई के ना भाई दो जा रहा है तो भाई के हिंदी होगा कस्टमर किसी को can I erase this can I clear this square minus bracket में 2 plus 3 तो x plus 2 square minus 3 plus half it is given that this quadratic equation has two real roots you have to identify the values of a and b what is the condition for two real roots tell me d greater than 0 right nothing the condition for two real roots is d greater than 0 nothing It's a very doable question. Easy problem नहीं है सोचो थोड़ा. Tell me. See, you need this, right? You need this, correct? So now, how do I use this? B square minus 4AC greater than equal to 0 होगा, correct? B square minus 4AC. हाँ.
नहीं अरे वो माइनस माइनस कैंसिल हो जाएगा ना.
अरे माइनस वन का होल स्क्वायर वन ही होता है क्या है? ऐसा होगा? Now you see, once you get here, यहाँ तक मैंने कुछ अलग नहीं किया, just found the discriminant, that's it. Now you have to make perfect squares. That's all you can do. You have to create perfect squares. How? 4a square minus 4ab plus b square will be perfect square, right? You can write this as 4a square minus 4ab plus b square plus 2b square. ऐसा आएगा? बोलो. यहाँ से क्या मिल रहा है मुझे? ऐसा आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
So basically you are getting sum of two perfect square is less than equal to 0, right?
Yes, sir.
Can the sum of two perfect squares be negative? Perfect squares cannot be negative. Their sum cannot be negative, right? So the only way this equation can hold is they must be 0, na? Their sum must be 0, right? Correct? Since perfect squares cannot be negative, their sum must be 0, correct? Right? So from here what do we get? B equal to 1 and A equals
2a
B by 2 half. ये मिल रहा है? B equal to 1 and A equal to half आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Correct? Clear है? लिखना है? Wait करो थोड़ा. How many got this on their own properly? But this was very doable, right? This was not impossible to solve at all. We used very basic things here, correct? Take a look. Written? All of you? Clear है? Can I erase this? Next. x1, x2 are the roots of the equation x square plus x minus 3 equals 0. Find the value of x1, x2 are the roots of the equation x square plus x minus 3 equals 0. Evaluate x1 cube minus 4x2 square plus 9. How do you approach this thing? This is a type which you should know how to solve. Pardon? उससे नहीं होगा मोस्टली. How many got the answer here? What is the answer you got? Correct. See, I'll just help you a little bit. Now, x1 square plus x1 minus 3 0 होगा, yes or no? होगा? तो यहाँ से if you multiply x1 क्या मिलेगा मुझे? ऐसा होगा? x1 cube plus x1 square minus 3 x1 0 होगा, yes or no? Correct? Yes? Why am I doing this? Because I need x1 cube in terms of x1 square and x1. Okay? ऐसा आएगा x1 क्यूब. Can you simplify this further? x1 square is what? x1 square is nothing but 3 minus x1, correct? Yes? Yes or no? So essentially we found x1 cube in terms of x1. क्या आएगा? ऐसा आएगा 4x1 minus 3, correct? Yes? What about x2 square? x2 square क्या होगा? 3 minus x2 होगा ना, same. From the original equation, x2 square is simply 3 minus x2. This equation is satisfied by x1 and x2 both, right? So now, using 1 and 2, expression क्या होगा? x1 cube क्या है? x2 square क्या है? ऐसा आएगा? Correct? 4x1 plus 4x2. That means 4 times x1 plus x2. Minus 3 minus 12 minus 15 plus 19 plus 4. ये आएगा? Right? What is the value of x1 plus x2? Minus 1 है ना? Is this solution clear to all of you? Any doubts, anyone? Right? हाँ? क्या? कॉमन लो ना 4x1 plus 4x2, right? फिर minus 3 minus 12 minus 15 plus 19 plus 4. हाँ. Sum of roots क्या है? Minus दिया है ना sum of roots, right? Is this clear to all of you? Any doubts, anyone? Can I go further? हाँ? करो, 1 घंटा लग जाएगा. आ गया? मैं तो वेट कर रहा था. कंट्रोल कर रही है यहाँ पे. इसमें क्या है? कितने होंगे? एंड इसमें करके नॉन कंप्यूटर करना है, ठीक है ना? एक लग होगा. दूसरा तो क्या होगी? ओके. Solve this. You are given two relations. You are also given that PQ is not equal to 1. You have to find this. इसमें quadratic कैसे यूज करना है, क्या करना है? It's an Olympiad type question थोड़ा. Okay. Can you see that the equations are similar, thoda? Can you see a relation between the equations? Student छोड़ा इसमें से नहीं होगा.
नहीं प्रोडक्ट का फोर्स
देखो ये इक्वेशन है ना, ये इक्वेशन है राइट. डिवाइड बाय क्यू स्क्वायर कर देगा मुझे. ऐसा होगा क्यू स्क्वायर से डिवाइड करके ऐसा होगा. अब क्या करो, -1 से मल्टीप्लाई करो. ऐसा होगा राइट. अब ये दोनों सिमिलर लग रहे हैं, समझ रहा है. क्यू वाले इक्वेशन को क्यू से डिवाइड किया and then multiplied the -1, right? Yeah. Now what can you say? Now what can you say?
P and 1 by Q are
These are similar, no? इधर same लग रहा है, right? इसमें if I put instead of P, if I put 1 by Q, same आएगा ये. Correct? Yes or no? That means P and 1 by Q are different roots. Why different?
Because PQ is not equal to
Because PQ is not equal to 1. ये condition दिया है. That means P and 1 by Q are not the same. Okay? So they are different roots of P and 1 by Q are different roots of this. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Correct? अब इसमें sum of roots क्या होगा? Product क्या होगा? Right? We need this, na? It is nothing but P by Q plus P by Q plus 1 by Q, right? Adding them will get the result, right? Add them. 1 plus 2 will give you. So the required answer is 1. Is this clear to all of you?
yes, sir.
How many got it on your own?
सर 10 के पिछले वाले क्वेश्चन एक और मैटर सर ये क्वेश्चन था तो मैंने इनको बोला प्लस माइनस होने था तो मैंने x1 के टर्म्स में भी बात करके मैंने एक बना लिया फिर मैंने सर x1 x1 स्क्वायर प्लस x1 माइनस t से डिवाइड किया तो सर ये पूरा इक्वेशन इसके फॉर्म में आ गया और सर इसकी वैल्यू
इसको
इस पूरे इक्वेशन को सर मैंने x1 के टर्म्स में किया और सर फिर मुझे मालूम था कि x1 स्क्वायर प्लस x1 माइनस
हाँ ठीक है समझ गया क्या सी यू सी बोलो बोलो मैं पूरा एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूँ देखो चेक करो ध्यान दो ये इक्वेशन है क्यू का राइट डिवाइड बाय क्यू स्क्वायर ये मिलेगा multiply by minus 1 to get this. Now look at these two equations. They are identical, except that instead of p you have 1 by q here, right? They are identical equations, correct? अब देखो now p and 1 by q are different roots of this. इसके different roots अभी मैं p and 1 by q. इस equation के different roots हैं p and 1 by q. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
सम क्या होगा 3 by 2 प्रोडक्ट क्या होगा माइनस हाफ ऐड कर दो यू गेट एग्जैक्टली व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड ओके इज इट क्लियर इतना वेट करो आगे बढ़े कैन आई गो फर्दर ठीक है लिखो और आई कैन इरेज द क्वेश्चन ना लिख लो हाउ मच टाइम विल टेक Given p plus q is 198, find the integer solutions of x square plus px plus q equals 0. इंटीजर मतलब the roots must both be integers ना, right? think और कोई पॉसिबिलिटी है?
minus minus 200.
और एक आंसर तुमने थोड़ा सही है, बट देयर मोर आंसर्स थिंक देयर आर मोर आंसर्स.
Minus 190.
हां सही है, दोनों को साथ में लगा दो. शो मी. हां सही. Anyone else who got it? All of you देखो, तो क्या होगा, x1 प्लस x2 क्या होगा बोलो? माइनस b. x1 x2 क्या होगा? राइट.
Yes, sir.
2 माइनस 1 करो. क्यों कर रहे हैं? बिकॉज मुझे q प्लस p दिया हुआ है, राइट. सब्ट्रैक्ट. ऐसा होगा, करेक्ट.
P equal to
ऐसा आएगा. यस.
Will it be possible when you find it?
Why?
Actually,
So the test is at 6 o'clock or what time is the test? Okay. So in 20 minutes I try to wind up. I was thinking 6.
6 only.
ऐसा होगा right? Correct? Yes? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Basically I added one to factorize, right? I simply added one to factorize. ये मिलेगा मुझे, correct? Now from here, 199 happens to be a prime number. The question is framed in a way so that you don't have to do too many casework. 199 is a prime number, right? Possibilities क्या है?
199.
ऐसा हो सकता है vice versa, right? You can swap them also, ना? So what are the pairs you are getting? So x1, x2 क्या हो सकता है? Can we what? यहाँ से 200, 2 और यहाँ से क्या आएगा? -198, 0 ऐसा आएगा? Yes, correct. और ये आएगा तो इसका स्वैप भी कर सकते हैं ना इसको, राइट? राइट? The equations are symmetric in x1, x2. So every pair can be swapped. If I take this as 199, you will get a similar solution, correct? So these are the 4 possible pairs which you can obtain. Is this clear to all of you? How many of you got this problem? देख लो. चलेगा देखता हूँ. Should I wait? लिखना तुम लोगों को?
हो गया
हो गया? Determine the set of integers n for which n square plus 19n plus 92 is a perfect square. Okay? Do it. करना है? दो आएगा ना शायद, क्योंकि दो आएंगे देखो, दो आने चाहिए टोटल।
सर दो आगे नहीं है
नहीं सही है। परफेक्ट स्क्वायर कैसे आएगा? देखो ऐसा है राइट, सपोज इट्स अ परफेक्ट स्क्वायर, ऐसा होगा राइट, करेक्ट। नाउ this will be the case. Now for see, since this equation will give you integer roots, integers are rational numbers, right? So D must be a perfect square, correct? Since integers are rational numbers, discriminant must be a perfect square, na? Yes? If D is not a perfect square, you will not get an integer root. You will get an irrational root, correct? So from here, what do I get? What is this? B square is what? 61? ऐसा आएगा, correct? Yes. Discriminant must be a perfect square. Perfect square as in it should be perfect square of an integer only, no? Right? Since k is also an integer, m should also be an integer, correct? Yes. यहाँ से क्या मिलेगा मुझे? 4k square minus m square is how much? 7 होगा? Yes. Okay. ठीक है? अब देखो पॉसिबिलिटी क्या है? यही पॉसिबिलिटीज है ना. This will be 1, this will be 7 or 7 1 or -1 -7 or -1 right? These are the only possible cases, correct? If you add here, यहाँ से 4k क्या मिलेगा? What is 4k? 4k is 8. That means k is 2.
Yes, sir.
That means k square is 4, right?
Yes, sir.
Here what will we get by adding? 4k is -8. K is -2. K square is. So in both cases you are getting k square equals 4, correct? In both cases you are getting k square equals 4. So put k square equals 4 in the original equation. क्या मिलेगा मुझे? n square plus 19n plus
18.
n is what? N is either -8 or n has two different values. Is this clear to all of you? If you clear? Is the solution clear to all of you? Any doubts, anyone? ठीक है? I hope all of you are clear with whatever we have covered. Any doubts, anyone? Can I clear this? Clear? So we'll wind up. I think you have a test in how much time? 3 minutes, right? If you want to connect with me, I am sharing my number with you. All of you know my name, right?
Sir.
Okay. And if you want to learn a little bit more about me, I have a personal website also, which you can just visit if you want to. It's on my name only. Okay. ठीक है? So that's.
First of all, thank you so much, sir, for giving your precious time for us.
Thank you.
After this class, you will be very confident while facing the questions of challenging questions of quadratic equations and triangle. Also, you made our concepts of these topics very clear. So, thank you, sir.
All I want to say is all of you are free. free to reach out to me in case you have any queries on Olympiad training, on JEE, IIT JEE training. ठीक है? You can always reach out to me. I've shared my number. ठीक है? Good luck to all of you going ahead. ठीक है? चलो बाय.